morning, parents, teachers, and most importantly, fellow graduates of 2019. A thought occurred to me this morning that made me kind of sad. And it wasn't that today would mark many of my lasts. It was the fact that I could have bought this same stole and these same cords on Amazon for probably about $15 and same-day delivery. This year, in English, I was introduced to a concept by acclaimed novelist Richard Price. The bigger the issue, the smaller you write. Remember that. You don't write about the horrors of war. No, you write about a kid's burnt socks lying on the road. You pick the smallest, manageable part of the big thing and you work off the resonance. Now, I don't believe the last 4 years can be compared to war, although some of you may disagree. But Price's advice still stands. Today, I choose to focus on that single inanimate object that has followed each and every one of us around the halls of our magnificently windowless school. A single backpack. Freshman year, I stepped off of the bus with 2 full bags on my shoulders. I can't imagine what that sight must have looked like. A skinny freshman with one overstuffed backpack slung around one shoulder and a duffel packed with soccer cleats, running shoes, snacks, a change of clothes, basically my entire house on the other. Of course, functionally speaking, this is a great tool to increase body mass as not to get trampled in the hallways. We may not have realized it then, but our backpacks were our survival kit for the next 4 years of our lives. Sophomore year was an entirely different experience. We were no longer the fresh meat of the school. Quite honestly, I've forgotten most of it. Let's just leave it at that, the calm before the storm. And then came the infamous junior year, the year we started questioning ourselves and our futures. Who would be the next business tycoon, cutting-edge surgeon, or even math teacher that rocks a pair of 5-finger toe shoes? But it wasn't long before our lofty dreams were crushed by a backpack filled with textbooks, SAT prep, and self-doubt. In the end, it was our teachers who eased our burdens and reminded us of our infinite potential to be whatever we wanted. I was incredibly fortunate to encounter teachers who were so charismatic about the subject they taught that it was infectious. Even outside of the classroom, our teachers were the ones that listened to our existential crises at lunch, cheered us on at our sports events, and gave us a laugh at dancing with the staff. On behalf of the students at Centennial, we will never forget how our high school teachers shaped our thinking at one of the most pivotal points in our lives. Ever since that first day of kindergarten, we have been filling our backpacks with memories, relationships, life lessons, and hopefully an education. But finally, after 12 years of cramming our backpacks to the brim, we have reached the present, senior year. The year that we finally cast off the straps and coincidentally get sick and have an obscene number of doctor's appointments. Let's be honest, at least half of us received that your child has an absentee rate of 10% or higher letter. Without the weight of the backpack, we were free to let loose and enjoy our last moments as high schoolers. We made t-shirts for Crab Fest, posted cruise pictures on Instagram, and danced at our last prom. And though it is sad that this is one of the last times our class will be together, don't worry, we'll all be yelling timber at Pitbull's concert this summer. These past 4 years at Centennial have served as a crash course in hard work, perseverance, and resilience. Our teachers have filled our backpacks with a strong education, our friends with unforgettable memories, and our parents with love and support. And it is with that education that we have become people that not only want, but can make a difference. It is with those memories that we have formed lifelong relationships. And finally, it is with the support of our parents that we were able to chase our dreams. Though many of us, myself included, don't say it enough. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always being a constant source of inspiration and comfort. As we move on to college, military service, or jobs, the backpack we have carried for so many years will be picked up again. This time, though, it will not be a survival kit or a burden. Instead, it has been filled with tools to allow us to become trailblazers, to not accept the status quo. We are a generation of leaders, a class of incredibly talented athletes, musicians, and artists, and above all, compassionate and caring people. So now that we've paused, turned back, and reflected on our high school memories, it is time to step into our future. Thank you.
Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the